Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Valentino Rossi The Game and MotoGP 16 here in this channel. Now we've got a round 3 of the MotoGP Championship and we're in the USA for the Circuit of the Americas. Now in the previous episode we mucked up qualifying and ended up starting 13th in Argentina. We don't want to make the same mistake, so we're going to get straight into qualifying and really try and nail down a good time. We want to see improvement. So in the first race we got 7th. In the last race we got 5th. Let's see if we can push it that a little bit more, but we've got to get qualifying right. So we're going to get straight into the first session and just try and get the feel of this track. This track can be difficult, so let's get straight into it, guys. So here we go. Right guys, so here we go with the first qualifying session. Now, in the full weekend, you get 45 minutes of practice before the first session. I haven't recorded any of that because I thought I'm just using that just to set up the bike so I can just concentrate on the 2 qualifying sessions to get the perfect times. Now, in this first session, I'm hoping that we can get at least a first place to go through to the next session, but I'm not so sure about the second session. Now, this corner here, this first left-hand corner here can be very key in the race. If I can nail that corner, it should really help me. And the AI don't seem to be very good through this section either, and this is another section where I can gain some time, so I've got to get this right. And so far we're not doing too bad, so you've got to just try and take it nice and gentle, not overdo it, and you can get a nice line through there. And I really see a difference in the times that I can get through there compared to the AI. And at the first point, obviously we're going to have the fastest times because we're one of the first people out in this session. So let's try and nail down a time straight away. Almost see, just almost lost that back end there as I tried to tap on the power. Just got to make sure I get that right, get a nice tight line down here. Now if I can get this corner as well. So you see there's a couple of really tough corners. There's the first one on that first left-hander, you've got this one. And at the end of this straight, the other left-hand corner, if you can nail those 3 corners, you've got half a chance of winning this race. Now, we want to get a podium position. We want to push ourselves a little bit more and just keep progressing. I mean, obviously, I expect after this race today, we're going to get an option to change teams. But we will leave that to the end of the video to decide whether we're going to change teams or stay with Ducati. Because I'm quite liking this bike at the moment. Right, we're getting a nice, good line into that. Try and hold it, not overdo it, gently accelerate, not full throttle it. You can't do that on these bikes. Oh god, just lost it slightly at the back as I just had to put the brakes on. Now you could do it in Moto3 and Moto2, you could just gas it out of every corner, but on this one you can definitely not do that. So we've got to be a little bit calmer when it comes to accelerating out the corners. Oh, just on the curb slightly there. This isn't a bad time, I don't think. Let's try and dip it in. Right, let's see if we can get this last corner right. If we can nail this last corner, hopefully we should get a good time in this first lap of this first qualifying session. That's not too bad. And accelerate, keep that front wheel down, try maximum speed, and we get a 2:03.9. I'm not sure whether that's going to be quick enough to win this session, but we're going to just check. But we're going to do it really slowly, guys. We don't want to get caught out like we did in the first, in the last race, sorry, in Argentina's qualifying. So let's just slowly. Just speed up the time, just see how far they're away. No, there's still 0.6, that's quite a big distance. Is it going to go down? 0.4, keeping it slow, just giving us time. No, I think that time's going to stand. So yes, guys, it looks like we take first place in this first qualifying session. That takes us into the second session, and hopefully we can improve even on that time. I don't think that time's going to get anywhere near the front. So we've got a 2:03.9. Let's go into the second session and see what sort of time the likes of Valentino, Marquez and Lorenzo are going to put down. So here we go, guys. Let's get straight into it. God, dear, that time wasn't good enough. So we've only got 7th so far and we're running out of time. But I'm having a real battle here in this qualifying session with Lorenzo. He keeps on getting in my way and really costing me a little bit of time. So I've got to get past him in this session to just try and improve on that lap. So Marquez has got the fastest lap and he got a second quicker than our qualifying time in that last session, and he's got 2 minutes 2 seconds 0.8. Now that is quite a decent time. I haven't got anywhere near it just yet. We've managed to improve on our time from the previous qualifying session, and oh god, our time's dropped down. We're in 9th position now. We've got to do better. We seem to be pretty quick for the first couple of split points, but we just lose it on the last 2, so we've got to really nail it here. Oh god, lost a bit of grip through that section. That's pulled us out slightly wide, but let's see if we can get up the inside of Lorenzo. Yes, that's a nice turn, nice and smooth. Accelerate, that's what I want to do in the race. but you've got to be so careful that you don't make too much contact, because these bikes are really, really unstable with collisions. If you go around them without accelerating, you seem to be alright, but if you accelerate out a corner and you make contact, you just lose control. So we've got to be really careful, and that's not bad through there. Hopefully we can get to that third split point and be quicker. We haven't managed that yet in this qualifying session. Oh God, stop it onto the curb there. That's going to cost us a bit of time. And again, really struggling through that section. I did okay in the first session through there. Now I've struggled through there. Right, so the third split point. No, we've lost some time. I knew that would happen. It looks like we're going to maybe have to go another lap. We've still got 2 minutes, so we've still got some time. We might be able to get one more lap. So at the moment, we're, oh God, really lost in that corner. Now we really have mucked this session up. And again, we've gone out wide. Oh God, did you see the massive moment at the back? And here comes Lorenzo to get in my way again. So that time is not going to be quicker than our previous lap, I don't think. No, it's not. So we still only got 9th position. So we've got one more chance, guys. But we've got to try and get underneath Lorenzo here to just get round this corner, try and nip it. Yes, we managed to get round there nice and tight. Oh God, contact from Lorenzo in this qualifying session. I cannot imagine how this race is going to go there. If this is how qualifying's going, with Lorenzo being a right pain, it's going to really cost me the race if he starts doing this in the race. And again, we didn't get a nice smooth run through there. But we've got to push this bike even more. I think if we want to get a chance to get on that podium, 9th is not that great. Let's see if we can get a nice line through there. So again, we're the fastest at the first split point. Like I said, we keep doing it in the first two, just can't nail it in the third. So let's see if we can just get a better time through here. We haven't got Lorenzo in front of us this time, so we should be able to get a nice entry into this next section here. Try and get a nice tight line. Oh God, that's not too bad. Not as smooth as the last run, but hopefully that should still be quick enough at the second split point. Let's get to it. And yes, we are. So we're half a second up at the moment. Now we've got to nail this section. Right, let's try and slow it down and get a nice entry into this section. Right, slow it down. That's not too bad. Actually, I'll take that. That's quite smooth. That's about where you want to be in that corner. Let's try and get a nice line through here. That's much tighter. Just hold it. Yes, that's much better. That's what we want to do in the race. Let's try and get into this next left-hander. Slow it down. Nice little dip there and accelerate. Hopefully this should be faster. No, we're still behind. We're still losing time through that section. But we've got to just get to the end of this and hopefully we can nail the last two corners. Oh God, onto the curb again round there. Right, we've got to slow it down into these two left-hand corners and hopefully we can nail it. Right, we've got no more time left, so this is it, guys. Is this going to be quick enough to get us a better time than 9th? Nice entry into that corner and accelerate to keep that front wheel down maximum speed. I didn't see what the time was. I was too busy looking at the bike. I'm not sure whether that's going to be faster than 9th. Fingers crossed, guys. Come on, let us know the results. This is going to be close, I think. Oh, not bad. I'll take it 5th. I did say top 5. Only just, guys. So we get 5th. In qualifying, and that's what we've got to take into the race, guys. It's going to be really, really tough, this race, but fingers crossed we can at least get a podium place. That's what I'm going to go for, so let's get straight into it, guys.
A warm welcome to the United States to all our viewers. We're here at the Circuit of the Americas to bring you live coverage of the MotoGP race. The weather is fine and the temperature is perfect for racing. So we're just waiting to find out which riders have opted for hard tyres and which have gone for the soft. It's the Grand Prix of the Americas, mere seconds remaining now, and the riders know that here, the way they tackle that first corner is going to prove crucial.
And he's spot on. We've got to get a good line through that corner. So here we go, starting in 5th on the grid here in USA. Here we go, guys, and we're off. That's not a bad pull off on the Ducati. Can we get past? Got past Rossi and Lorenzo and get right behind Marquez. Can we get up the inside of him? No, he's pushing us out slightly wider, but we still managed to get past him. Can we turn in? Yes, we're into first place, but we did a little bit of a wheelie and again trying to generate some speed, but we're managing to hold it. Right, we've got to get a good entry into this section. Like I said, if you can nail this section, it can set you up. That's not too bad. A nice line, just kicking it nice and gentle, trying not to lose the back end, and nice and tight into that corner. Yes, I think we're going to manage to hold it onto it, and we are still leading, and into that section, yes, but we've got Marc Marquez right behind us, just waiting for us to make a mistake and slow it down through that section and accelerate, and we are still in the lead, but Marc Marquez is coming up the inside. Oh my god, he got a bit of a wheelie and a bit of speed through that section there and almost got overtaken, but I managed just to hold him off, but we've gone really wide into that corner, damn, but we're still holding first position. But this has been a good start, guys. I said if we could get round that corner and just hold the position, we've got half a chance, but we've got to now this next left-hander as well, and we should be away. So let's try and slow it down, not muck it up. Let's try and dip it in the right time. Oh god, that was a bit delayed, but that's not too bad. Oh god, just a little bit too much acceleration there. We've got to be a little bit gentle on the acceleration, because otherwise when you wheelie up you do lose a lot of speed, and get a nice turn into that. It's not bad. We are holding firm here, and we're still leading this race in USA around the circuit of the Americas, and I think that's Valentino. Valentino's really trying to get past us. I don't know where Marquez got, but we've got the Rossi, the Doctor, right on our tail, and we've got to be so careful because we know how good he is on the brakes. Let's see if we can get a nice turn into this next left-hander. They do like coming up the inside, and yes, he's taken me in the inside, and we've got Marquez right behind us as well. So Rossi's taking the lead in this Grand Prix. Oh god, just tapped his back wheel, and that's lost us a bit of time. Oh my god, almost lost control there. Well, who was that? Was that Dovizioso? Dovizioso just made contact, I think, there, and almost took me off. Oh my god, my own teammate almost cost me the race here, and we've dropped down into P3. Oh god, really overrun it into that corner as well, but we just managing to turn it in and get a decent speed. Oh my god, we almost lost that position as well, but we're sitting in a podium position, but Rossi and Marquez are just managing to get away. But can we gain a little bit of time on them through this section? Oh god, almost lost the back end there. Really struggling. It's really because I'm under pressure now. I'm making little mistakes that I didn't really have to make if I was leading the race. So this is where it gets tough. I've got to try and go fast into the corners, but just not overdo it. We've still got quite a bit of this race to go, and there's still plenty of opportunity. I've just seen that crashed on. I don't know who that was behind me, but I've just got to get past them here. Can I get past Marc Marquez? Got a nice speed through that section there. Can I get up the inside of Rossi? Yes, I do. What an awesome turn into that corner, and we are leading the Grand Prix once again. But we know Valentino, oh my god, he got a really good speed through that section, and he's managed to overtake me. I think he just gained a bit of slipstream off me, but can I just get past him in this corner again? Let's try and slow it down, try and just hold that inside line, but just try and get in there without him getting really tight to me. And that was a really tight line there. Just avoid going through there with Valentino, and I'm back in the lead. But oh my god, didn't get the brakes on early enough through that section. That's just taken us over the curb, but just managed to correct myself, luckily. But I am really starting to pack, and Valentino's taking up the inside, but I've fallen back into that position. Oh my god, the battle I'm having here with the Doctor is unbelievable. Now, it is a Valentino Rossi The Game, so I'm expecting he's going to be very, very good in a lot of these races, and again, he's taking me in that corner. He is absolutely flying around this USA circuit, but I'm not going to panic. We've still got one whole lap to try and get past him, but Marc Marquez takes me in the inside as well, so we've dropped another place, but we can get past him in this corner if we just hold firm. Yes, we managed just to fight back, and we're back, but just trying to accelerate out that section is a real issue. I had a bit of a wiggle there, not too bad. I'm trying to be as careful as possible, but Valentino's really starting to pull away. We've got to be really good in this final lap if we want a chance. Oh god, I actually pulled an endo there as I tried to stop the bike, and I've lost 2 places, but I'm managing to get a decent drive out of that section, and I'm back into second place. But I've got to be careful now. I don't want to make any mistakes. This has been a pretty good race so far. Oh god, I see I've just made a mistake there. Don't lose it, slow it down. There's no need to go too mad. We are sitting in a podium position, and again Marquez has got past me. I've got Maverick nicking at my back wheel as well, trying to get past, but I'm just holding firm, just trying to hold this third position. as we go into this section where I might be able to get past Marquez, see if I can get a good entry into that corner, and that's not too bad. Now try and get a nice drive down the hill and just try and get past Marquez. Yes, I managed to get past Marquez so much quicker than him through that section, but we've got to get a nice entry through this section, and Valentino just slowed down through that section and gave me the opportunity to go up the inside side, took advantage, and I'm back in the lead. But can I hold it? Here we go, guys. Can we get our first win in this new season on the GP bikes on the Ducati? But we're not sure whether we're going to be able to do it. Let's just try and slow it down. Don't muck this section up. Oh my God, didn't think I was going to stop it, but I do. But Valentino is really close, right hot on my tail, and he's just waiting for another opportunity to get past. And again, we went into a little bit too fast, but just managing to stop it. That's absolutely brilliant. The brakes on this bike aren't bad, but you've just got to be really careful that you don't overdo it. But Valentino is touching my back wheel there, trying to get past. We've only got a few more corners. We've got this right-hand corner, and then we've got 2 left-hand corners left of this race. Can I hold on for a win here? This is going to be so close, but the doctor's right on my tail, and I guaranteed you he's going to try and get up the inside here. I've got to try and take a tighter line, but no, he's still, I think he's going to get past. No, I managed to hold him off, so we've got one more corner. Can I nail this, guys? Can I get a win here in the USA? But I've taken that a little bit too wide. No, the doctor got past. Oh my God, having a bit of a moment. That's a accelerate, and we take second. Oh my God, guys, that was unbelievable. How close was that race? What an awesome race, guys, and I got mugged in that last corner by Valentino Rossi, the Doctor, but I can't complain. I just could not beat him in those corners. He was so much quicker than me, and I tried to accelerate out that last corner and almost lost it completely. So second's not a bad result. At least we are moving up in this championship. But now we're going to jump into the headquarters, because I think we're probably going to get some offers now to maybe change teams or stay with the team. I'm going to leave it down to you guys, so we're going to jump straight into that now, and here we go.
Hey, you're making a name for yourself in the pit. A few teams would be happy to have you with them. You can find all the details in Team List.
Right, guys, now it's down to you. But before I do that, let's just jump into this email. And it says, because we're doing really well on Ducati, that we should finish at least at 3rd place in the next race. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're just worrying about contract offers. Now, it's over to you guys. Do we stay with Ducati, or do we try something else? Do we try Honda? Do we try Yamaha? It's totally down to you. And I'll leave the video for a day or so to get your votes in. Thanks so much for the support. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you soon for some more Valentino Rossi The Game and MotoGP 16 here on this channel. Bye, guys.